Hello, friends. I hope you've had a beautiful day and a good evening, too. Now, obviously, I don't know what time you're watching this or what day you're watching this, but it doesn't matter. If it's in the morning, I hope it's been a good morning. If it's in the afternoon, I hope it's been a good day. If it's in the evening, I hope that everything has been beautiful for you. And I probably should preface all this with the fact that today was a very trying time for me, using one of the little Southern colloquialisms. Yep, it's a trying time. But in all honesty, I am so blessed. My trying times they pale in comparison to what some of y'all are going through, some of what my friends are going through, some of what my family is going through, and I know that. I know that. So I'm not a big person into pity parties, especially not my own, because I really don't pity myself very much. Yeah, no, I don't. So what I thought I'd do is share a little bit with you from a book my mom has sent me recently, and I love it. It's called a New Orleans Cookbook, and the original was written in the 1930s by a lady named Lena Richard, who I actually had never heard of, had no idea who she was. And mom had mentioned something about it, and I said, "Oh, I'd love to see that because I love old cookbooks." You see, my grandmother moved in with us when I was 5 years old, and that was in what 28? Yeah, no. 1977, 1977, and she passed away in 1986. And she was born in 1917. So my Grammy was a product of the Depression and remembered, life before the Depression and also the impacts the Depression had on so many people, including her family, many of them, including her, yeah, herself, yeah. And one thing that with Grammy was that she loved to cook, and she loved to cook things from scratch. And so from the time I was a little tyke, I wanted to learn to cook, and she taught me to. And of course, that was one of the most beautiful gifts anyone could have given because to this day, every time I cook, I remember the lessons that she taught me. And really, actually, to be really honest with you, when there was a young Chris, one that didn't have the wrinkles and didn't have the white, and actually didn't have any of this mess at all. At 18, I had a mustache, but not the rest. And, oh, yeah, not to forget the unforgettable. Oh, dear Lord, and his sense of humor. Thank you, God. Thank you. But, anyways, she did teach me to cook, and everything by scratch. Yeah. We would play a game when I was a kid. And that game was to look in the pantry and see what ingredients we had and what we could make out of them. And, she sat me down one time and told me, she said, "Chris, you need to learn how to cook. You need to learn how to clean." She said, "Because you may find yourself one day in a situation where you don't want to have to rely on someone else to do those things for you." And that old lady was mighty smart, because she knew long before I did, or even understood what she was saying, that I needed to be self sufficient. Because number one, I'm kind of a pain in the butt to put up with. I really am. And then number two, yeah, just look at me. I was a cute kid, though. Oh my God, was I ever a cute kid? But yeah, not now, not now. So mom picked me up this book, and like I said, I love old recipes. I do. And let me go ahead and I'm going to read just a little bit from both the back of the book and the preface. The back of the book gives you just a little bit of information, obviously, that it's a classic in the repertoire. Is that how you say it? Repertoire? Well, or repertoire. Yeah, repertoire. We'll go with that. I am not going to change the video. I'm tired. It's been a long damn day. For whatever reason, I felt compelled to do this. This is about the 16th time I've tried tonight. The words don't come out right, or somebody knocks on my door, or I figure out that something else is broken around the house, and it's like, oh dear Lord, how much of this is going to happen at once? And I never really ask that question because then you usually get the answer. If I keep rubbing my eyes in the video, forgive me, but at this point I am a little sleepy. But like I said, I felt compelled to do this. I don't know why. I don't. I don't. I have no idea. Maybe self-therapy. Maybe. Maybe there's somebody out there that just needs to hear me ramble on a bit. And this is serving that purpose, I guess. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. As you know, I enjoy doing this, and that's why I do it. Pardon me also. Yes, I'm old. I like handkerchiefs. You know, you can bleach them. It kills everything. Run it through the washing machine. What more could you ask for? And I was going to say I would start with the back of the book, but actually I've now changed my mind. At my age, I have the right to do that, and I do. I'm going to read you the preface. Now, the preface is from the original book that Ms. Richard wrote in the 1930s. And it says, this book is the result of many years of formulating and collecting of recipes for dishes, which I have prepared for luncheons, dinners, parties, teas, and banquets. Because of the praise I receive for my work as a cateress in the city of New Orleans, and because of the constant and insistent demand for my recipes and menus by the housewives, I was inspired to compile my life's work into book form. In order to do this, I opened a cooking school in 1937. My purpose in opening a cooking school was to teach men and women the art of food preparation and serving in order that they would become capable of preparing and serving food for any occasion, and also that they might be in a position to demand higher wages. It was also my aim in formulating the New Orleans Cookbook to put the culinary art within the reach of every housewife and homemaker. The secrets of Creole cooking have been kept for many years by the old French chef, are herein revealed. To the ordinary homemaker, Creole gumbo, court bouillon, crawfish bisque, grillade a la Creole. Oh my, Chris, we didn't read this one in advance. We should have learned our lesson in that other video when we were reading about the history of Sarasota. Oh, Sarasota, my hometown. Well, anyways, obviously I don't always learn my lesson, but it's okay. We'll keep going. And I'm not even going to try to say it again because I know I butchered grillade a la Creole. I am a byproduct. I'm a byproduct of the Wiregrass region of southeast Alabama and of southwest Florida. And when I say southwest Florida, I mean a southwest Florida that doesn't exist now. I mean a southwest Florida that was mainly rural and fishing villages and little touristy places that they were there, but nothing like what it is today. Nothing like that. Okay, grillade a la Creole are no longer dishes prepared in secrecy by French chefs to be eaten by the rich. Eat the rich, no. I may have a disdain for rich people, but you need to understand that that's because I only have a disdain for people who base their wealth in a monetary form. I've had it. I've been there. I grew up in that world, and I have no desire to go back. I would much rather be the way I am now and enjoy life the way I do. Anyhow, let's see. To be eaten by the rich. These may be prepared by anyone following my simple directions. There is no need to experiment, for I have done the experimenting in my own laboratory. Laboratory. How about laboratory? Was that on Dexter? Oh, God, that was a long time ago. I used to watch Dexter's Laboratory. Anyways, for I've done the experimenting in my own laboratory. See, this is why I like doing these without editing, because I want everyone to see that we all can get it wrong at times. It's not getting it wrong that's really an issue. It's how you handle getting it wrong that matters. So shall we try this one last time? There is no need to experiment, for I have done the experimenting In my own laboratory kitchen, as well as in my cooking school. Wow. And we wonder why I don't do voiceover work professionally. And then I'm going to read you the introduction. Written by Ms. Gwen Bristow. Again, the book was published in 1998. The recipes and the preface are a reprint from Ms. Richards' book from the 1930s. So here we go with the 1998 introduction by Gwen Bristow. New Orleans has 3 seasons: summer, fog, and February. Not that we mind, for our thick blue summers and our thick silver winters produce the materials from which generations. Way to go, Chris. Oh my. For our thick blue summers and our thick silver winters produce the materials from which many generations have wrought our great achievement, the indoor art of good dining. Now, I've never been to New Orleans or New Orleans, depending on where you're from and how you want to say it. I've never been. I haven't. In fact, the one time when I drove on I-10 to go over to Texas to visit my son when he was a little tyke and was still living in Austin, I didn't even go through New Orleans. I got on I-12 and went around Lake Charles, just to avoid I-10. All the signage said to do it anyways, and obviously the signage must know what it's talking about, right? I mean, it's the interstate; it knows all. Or wait, that's smartphones. Well, anyways, whatever. I went on I-12 back to I-10 to find my way to the 15 lanes of Houston freeway that are absolutely terrifying if you're not used to driving in that kind of traffic. But it's okay. It's all good. I lived to tell about it, and this was 11 years ago, so or 10 years ago, 2021, 2011, 10 years ago. So I lived to tell about it, and I'm still here somehow. Anyhow, let's see what we could, oh my God, I hope that didn't pick up on the microphone. I don't know what those teenagers are doing out there, but that sounded really, really disgustingly bad. Yeah, okay, we're going to run with this one. Let's see. Thick blue summers, thick silver winters. Boy, they have a lot of thickness going on in New Orleans. Indoor art of good dining. As nearly, Chris. As nearly as any art can be conveyed in words, this book explains New Orleans food. Lena Richards is a great cook, by which we mean that she is a great creator of joy. Man, could you think of a better thing to be remembered as but a great creator of joy? Now, I'll tell you something, folks. If I was remembered as a great creator of joy, I would feel like I had really succeeded in life. And, that would be the truest compliment to me. It really would. It really would. A lot of us want to be remembered for our baubles, our whatever, our trophy from... What in the hell are they doing? I know it includes watching some kind of slasher movie. And obviously all kinds of weird noises. I don't want to know. And if you're the parents of 18-year-olds, you probably get exactly what I'm saying. Luckily, this is only 1 page, and I promise I will finish once we finally get through these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. We can do this. We can do this. I promise you. Lena Richards is a great cook, by which we mean that she is a great creator of joy. Oh yes, we know anybody can be healthfully nourished on bread, eggs, and lettuce. Ooh, okay, if you say so. I don't know if I want to be healthfully nourished on bread, eggs, and lettuce. Anyhow, we shall not digress any further. Crayfish bisque and shrimp remoulade. Gosh, I really should have read this first before doing this. Anyways, crayfish bisque and shrimp remoulade are unnecessary to long life. They might be unnecessary to it, but boy, howdy, they probably make it a lot more fun. So are the columns of Athens and the paintings of Florence and the rhythms of it. No, it does say rhythms. It does, yeah. Okay. And the rhythms of Edgar Allan Poe. Now, folks, I lived in Richmond, Virginia for a number of years, and I've been to the Poe House. And not the poorhouse. I've been there too. But the Poe House is also in Richmond. Oh my God, I crack myself up. If there's anybody else actually watching this, I hope you're laughing too. Laugh at me. It will not bother me one bit. Laughter is a form of joy. And if I can laugh at me, then so can you. Let's see, but yet I digress. This book tells you how you may share the joy of New Orleans dining. I can add nothing to a volume that offers recipes for 20 different hot breads, besides direction for making 9 such bread varieties as banana fritters and I, it says PAINPERDU. Now, y'all forgive me, because we've already established that I'm really a byproduct of the South, and Pain Purdue is what that sounds like. But then again, I also remember in 1987, my mom bought a Saab 900 Turbo. And yeah, I can remember some of the folks back in Alabama calling it a Saab. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. Take it for what it's worth. Again, why is Chris not a professional voiceover person? I just can't figure it out. I'm so perfect in every way. Oh, what was that song? Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Can't wait to look in the mirror. I get better looking each day. Wow. Let me tell you something, folks. If I truly said that and believed it, y'all want to get some of whatever the hell I'm smoking, because it must be mighty good stuff. Mm-hmm. What can I give a book that explains watermelon ice cream, gumbo, baked plantains, and I'm not even gonna go there. Whatever the hell DAUBGLACE is, y'all tell me, because I do not know. Anyways, it's in the book. I'm sure it is. I've actually read the book, just not like before I got on here to do this. So this may seem painful, but I think it's kind of funny, actually. Let's see. Man, we will work our way on to paragraph number 4. There's only 5 paragraphs. We're on 4. We're almost there. The arts, they tell us, are fallen on evil days. Really? Okay. The world is a most perplexing state. This was written in 1998. Seems like 2021 is way more perplexing to me, but I think that just applies to what age you are at that time. We know this in New Orleans. New Orleans. Oh, what's that Arthur Guthrie song? Riding on the city of New Orleans. Anyways. But we know, too, that we cannot spend all our time wrinkling our foreheads. Ooh, damn, that was good. Yeah, ooh, wrinkled forehead. My. But we know, too, that we cannot spend all our time wrinkling our foreheads over the future of civilization when its present still gives us so much to enjoy. Well, amen, sister. I agree with you on that. Good dining remains, and we expect to go on finding pleasure in our dinners until the last flagstone on Chartres. Oh, God. I get it. It's New Orleans. It was French. I mean, come on. Couldn't you people all name your streets like they did in, English colonies? We'd have Charles Street, George Street, King Street. Anyways. Chartres? Chartres. Again, please, tell me how the hell you actually pronounce that. I will run with it. And blah, 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 has been ground to dust by the fleet enema. Yeah, no, not even close. And not the naval fleet either. Oh, God, here, we'll try this one more time. Good dining remains, and we expect to go on finding pleasure in our dinners until the last flagstone on Chartres Street has been ground to dust by the feet of pilgrims on their way to the French market. Oh, dear God. They would so know I'm not from there. It's kind of like if you move to Hampton, Virginia, and you get on Kicquetan Street. Yeah, Kicquetan. Yeah, look and see how it's spelled, and you will have a fun time with that. Or the city of Poquoson. Poquoson. Yeah, there's lots of them. Mattaponi. And actually, the Mattaponi tribe, they actually finally got recognized by this. It's never the state. If you live in Virginia, it's not a state. It's the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth of Virginia. And I think they were trying for federal recognition. I'm not sure if they got it or not, but anyways. Oh, and here's one good one for you. If anyone can actually successfully spell Bodie-tote, because it is not spelled the way it sounds. But if you can successfully spell Bodie-tote, then I will, I don't know, I mean, I can't give you anything because this is not a promotional video, but you'll earn my respect. Big time, big time. Okay, 5th paragraph. I swear we'll cut it right there. We're going to do this. We can do this. For our town is and always has been a city of refuge. I'm not even going to say anything on that. Here we are less aware of the tumult of the days than the fact that we live each day only once and should enjoy it before it becomes history. Well, hell yeah. I agree with that. That is a good statement. The light of the sunset on Lake Pontchartrain. Now, I think I got that right, Pontchartrain. I mean, I've heard it many times. It's just when you're reading it, you're like, did I get that right? The light of the sun... Hold on. The light of the sunset on Lake Pontchartrain. The fog blowing like yards of muslin down the river. The soft lavender tinge of the early morning on the Cabildo. Gotta be careful with that one. Cabildo. Cabildo? Okay, we're gonna move on because there's only one sentence left, and it's taken me almost 23 minutes to get this far. These are all part of the same spirit that cherishes crayfish bisque. It doesn't last long, but then neither do we. Wow, how about a morbid ending for this one? It doesn't last that long, but then neither do we. And I guess that is true. It is. But then again, sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes you don't even want to hear the truth if you don't have to. Anyhow, with all that said, this has taken way longer than I thought it was, and I've actually had a blast doing it, so I am glad I did. I think the self-therapy thing worked, and if this actually worked for you to get a laugh or two, then I'm really happy for you also. Once again, beautiful book, and the New Orleans Cookbook, originally by Lena Richards, published in the 1930s. And Ms. Richard actually had a TV program. Let me see where it is on here somewhere. It aired on WDSU TV from 1947 to 1949. She died on November 27th, 1950. She was born in New Roads. Oh, thank God, an easy one. New Roads. Not even one word, it's 2 words. New Roads, Louisiana, in 1892. Was a renowned chef and caterer in New Orleans in the 1930s and was known as the Queen of Creole cooking. She made a name for herself professionally in the Jim Crow era South, an almost impossible feat for an African American woman. Richard ran and operated a catering firm, cooking school, and at various times 4 New Orleans restaurants where blacks and whites sat side by side. Well, God bless you. I tell you what, that makes me happy I even went there with this because, I'm not going to go on a long rant at this long length of time on the video about what I think about segregation and the Jim Crow South and all that BS, but it is always good to remember that there were people who would fight the system and buck the system because they wanted to do what was right, what they knew that the dear Lord knew was right. And those are the people that we need to emulate, we need to appreciate, and we need to remember. Because Ms. Richard might have died, oh, I told you, and now I got to look back real quick, in 1950. 1950. But you know what? She's still making an impact today. And I think that's more than a lot of us can say. Um, so, with that, God bless. If you don't believe in God, I fully respect that. May you have blessings from whatever you believe in. It doesn't matter to me. But the world needs many, many more blessings. Many. And many to go around. So, with that, peace, love. Oh, that hurts. I slammed my thumb in my car door today, and it has been driving me crazy. Peace, love. Bye, guys. Take care.